told the oceans you can only come this far? And who showed the moon where to hide till evening? Whose word alone can catch a falling star? I know my Redeemer lives. I know my Redeemer lives. Let all creation testify His life within me cries. I know my Redeemer lives. The very same God that spins things in orbit runs to the weary, the worn, and the weak. And the same gentle hands that hold me when I'm broken, they conquer death to bring me victory. I know my Redeemer lives. I know my Redeemer lives. Let all creation testify His life within me cries. I know my Redeemer lives. Take away my shame. He lives forever. I'll proclaim that the payment for my sin was the life that Jesus gave. But now He's alive and there's an empty grave. I know my Redeemer lives. I know my Redeemer lives. Let all creation testify His life within me cries. I know my Redeemer lives. The very same God that spins things in orbit runs to the weary, the worn, and the weak. And the same gentle hands that hold me when I'm broken, they conquer death to bring me victory. I know my Redeemer lives. I know my Redeemer lives. Let all creation testify His life within me cries. I know my Redeemer lives. To take away my shame, He lives forever. I'll proclaim that the payment for my sin was the life that Jesus gave. But now He's alive and there's an empty grave. I know my Redeemer lives. I know my Redeemer lives. Let all creation testify His life within me cries. I know
waiting there just to hold you until your hurt is gone. Your hurt is gone. Hold on, hold on. Through every storm, hold on. Even in the darkest night, walk by faith, not sight. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Through every storm, hold on. Even in the darkest night, walk by faith, not sight. Hold on, hold on. Even in the darkest night, walk by faith, not sight. Hold on, hold on. Cause there is a Father of love, holding peace like a dove. In the midst of all your dark despair, with open arms, He is waiting there just to hold you until your hurt is gone. Your hurt is gone. Hold on, hold on. Through every storm, hold on. In the darkest night, walk by faith, not sight. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Through every storm, hold on. Even in the darkest night, walk by faith, not sight. Hold on, hold on. Lately I've been looking back along these winding roads to the old familiar markers of the mercies I have known. And though it may sound simple, it's more than I could say. No other words to tell you than to say, God's been good.
Now listen, if you need some help on the altar, you just let somebody know.
I've been blessed
If you need some help tonight, just let us know. We'll pray with you.
beyond to sleep each night.
Though I've had my share.
Had my share of hard times, by my side He's always stood. Through it all, God's been good. Times been way and I can see I've cried some bitter tears, but
chorus again. Everybody, God's been good in my life.
In my life,
I've been blessed beyond my wildest
been
dreams.
blessed beyond my wildest dreams as I go to sleep each
Though I've had my share,
Though I've had my share of hard
by
times,
my side He's always stood.
He's always stood.
Through it all,
Through it all, God's been good.
so many souls have tested Him throughout the course of time. There's many still reach out to Him with broken hearts and lives, and every one of them will say, without exception, that they find that my Jesus, He never fails. Even in the days of old, He brought His people through, and then He came to show His love and died for me and you, and then He rose again to prove that every story had been true, and that Jesus, He never fails. And I know Jesus, He never fails. My Jesus, He never fails. You might as well get thee behind me, Satan. You cannot prevail, because Jesus, He never fails. Listen, young people. Sometimes this life brings struggles I find so hard to bear. I know I could not make it without Jesus being there, but it's so encouraging to know, however deep you are in despair, that my Jesus, He never fails. So what could I do to prove to you? Tell me, how could you deny? There's no untold facts, no mysteries, it's all so cut and dried. And on the witness stand of your life, I'll be the first to testify that my Jesus, He never fails. 'Cause I know Jesus, He never fails. My Jesus, He never fails. You might as well let me behind me, Satan. You cannot prevail, because Jesus, He never fails. Sing it again now. And I know Jesus,
this side, they're taking some names.
We've got a little, we got that ready, fellas, I reckon. We can show that up here. We've got a little video. They put a video together. How many of you like basketball? Raise your hand if you like basketball. Put it back down. Raise your hand if you like the NCAA tournament time. That's all right. I like it. I like it. We've already had you cheering for Carolina and all that stuff, and I hugged the Kentucky guy and flipped him out, and he shot it over the backboard. And watch your mouth now, Randy. Be good now. And so at the end of every year at the NCAA tournament, I don't know how long ago they started it, but several years ago, at the end of the whole thing, there'll be weeks of it. At the end of it all, they play this song. Anybody know what it is? They made a video, and they put together highlights. Anybody know what it's called, that thing at the end? One Shining Moment. They wrote a song. It starts with, and the ball is tipped, and it just usually they just show highlights of that year's tournament. Now we talked to Brother Steve about this, and we by no means promote these people necessarily, but I want you to see a little bit of this one, and I picked the one y'all would like 2 years ago when Carolina won the tournament. But I want you to pay attention, because the idea is that this moment in their lives is, for many of these young men, that's it. For the rest of their lives, if you were to ask them, what's the most exciting thing that ever happened to you, this is the moment they're going to tell you about. For the rest of their lives, many of these guys right here, if you were to say, hey, tell me about your greatest achievement, many of them's going to tell you this moment right here. And if you just go on, and that's their moment. So let me just give you a little bit of this. Just keep the sound kind of down a little bit, and let's just make sure we can see the pictures. And it's all right to boo when you see them light blue jerseys. Come on now, it's all right if you want to. And if you see a Connecticut jersey, for sure you can boo. Ours was Hansborough, bless. Oh. One shining moment, they call it. Look at that. You can bring it up just a little bit, brother. They can hear them. They're calling them plays a little bit. There they are. Help us. Get it. Y'all want to see me do that? If they bring that goal back in here, I can do it on that one, praise God. Look at that. Heartbreaking. Look at that. That's weird. That's not. Oh, help us. Don't y'all wish he was playing right now? I'm so glad he's hurt. That's a blessing. Going crazy. That boy's never going to forget that shot right there. Now that's our enemy. Kentucky, we hate Louisville. So. Amen. Don't bring that in here. Yes, knock him down. Y'all see y'all got excited when they was hitting that Duke boy. I saw that. Look at this. Look at the clock going down. Last second. He ain't never going to forget that. That's his moment. Look at this one. That's his moment. That's Blake Griffin. Yes. That tasted good, I'm sure. Boo. 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 Yeah, now we're going to have a spirit in here. First time some of you woke up all night, you reprobates. These kids have been singing their guts out, and you sat there asleep. Now we got Hansborough on there, and you're about to shout. Bless your heart. Look at them, boy, they're having a time. Just pause it right there. Can you pause it right there? Just pause it if you can. Pause. Hurry. Oh, you went too far. We don't care about Doug Towie or whatever his name is. Or you just turn it off. Bring the lights back up. I was trying to catch it on that picture of them holding that trophy up. See, some of those guys, that's it for them right there. And as I said, if you follow them in their life and you ask them about their greatest achievement, they'd talk to you, some of them, and that'd be it, about when they helped hold up that trophy, that national championship. And you ask them about the most exciting times in their lives. A lot of them fellows on there, it'll be that, y'all saw that half-court shot to win the game. That's his moment, man. I guarantee if you could find that boy right now, most likely he still don't have anything in his life to him that has surpassed that one shining moment. 40 years from now, them guys will be sitting at home with their grandkids on their knee, and they'll be telling that story detail by detail to kids that have heard it about 50 times. They'll be telling it over and over because you know what? It's their moment. It's the one thing they remember. Every year after the championship, somewhere along the next calendar year, they get to go to the White House. And they get to get in front of the President of the United States, really the most powerful man in all the world, the President of the United States. That position is. And they'll get to go before him, and it doesn't matter which one it is, just going there is a big deal. And when they get there, he'll begin to talk with them, and you know what they're going to tell him about? They're going to tell him about their moment in the midst of that tournament. They'll be telling him about that big shot they made, if they made a last-second shot. Some of them will be telling him about that good block that saved the game that they made, and they'll be talking to him. And when they get a chance to talk to those people in that White House and all those politicians and different ones, they'll be talking about when that final buzzer sounded and they knew they had finally won what they'd worked their whole life for. That's the moment. When they get in front of those important people, that's the moment that they're going to talk about. When the confetti fell, how they felt when they all held the trophy up. It's their shining moment. Let me show you something in Acts 26. We're getting ready to read right here, and here's what I want you to know. I'm going to go as quick as I can. Now let me say this, probably going to have two parts to the message. Literally may have an invitation in the middle. That doesn't mean we're done, all right? So don't get too excited thinking, wow, he only preached like 7 minutes. No, we're going to have maybe an invitation in the middle and then maybe preach some more. We're going to try and follow the Lord. Brother Steve and myself, we've been praying about this, and different ones have been texting and tweeting and all that stuff. And I've seen over and over people saying stuff, Brother Steve and them saying stuff like, we want God to do something different, something special, something supernatural. And you know, sometimes we make it hard for God to do anything special because we box him into doing it exactly the same way every time. And so tonight we've already thrown that out. We're certainly doing things a little different, and even in this message. So stay with me very quickly. Now right before we read, let me say you're not probably ever going to have a chance to stand before the president. You're probably, and I'm probably never going to have a chance to stand before, some high-powered political figure. But the Bible does tell us that we will all stand before the Lord. And he's the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. And every person will stand. There's one of two judgments, but you're going to stand in one or the other. We will all stand before the Lord. And let me say something to you, or let me ask you this question. At the instance where you get to stand before the highest of authorities, my question is, what shining moment are you going to have to tell him? Now, that's the most important question in all of the world. Let me show you something here in Acts 26. I'm going to just give you two of them tonight. Two of them that you ought to be able to present to the Lord. First will be the shining moment of salvation. In Acts 26, verse 1, then Agrippa was the king, by the way, then Agrippa said unto Paul, thou art permitted to speak for thyself. Then Paul stretched forth the hand and answered for himself, I think myself happy, King Agrippa, because I shall answer for myself this day. Jump down to verse 12. Whereupon